this last chat. How bad is it, bro?
I didn't know you needed to go that aggressive with it.
Well,
but...
Should we get
Oh, Jesus.
What is it?
Yeah, it's...
Is it that bad?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've got the video playback going, and it's pretty bad.
Let me... Anybody want to weigh in? So it must be something coming from my computer because I can't hear it.
You don't hear any echo?
Oh, I do now, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's causing that?
Mm-hmm. I think you're stuck listening to people. I don't think I'm going to get that privilege tonight.
God, to be continued then, I guess, huh?
Yeah. I mean, we can work through that. I mean, worst case scenario, we can figure out the benefits of doing Discord, and we can have somebody on constant admin duties, just adding and removing people from calls.
Man, this is the VP Hero. We don't have responsible people around here.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but in an ideal world, pre-corona.
So what if I did just this? No, that ain't gonna do nothing, is it? I really feel like this is like a simple fix away. How's everybody doing tonight?
Hi.
We have 2 concurrent viewers. I know everybody probably got tired of waiting on us.
That sucks.
I know. I felt like we were like right there getting this fixed. And yes, I know I'm really echoey for people that are just now coming in, trying to resolve this issue. If I can't, then...
Do you remember how you got to this point so you can fix it?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Why don't you just go ahead and do that? Just for the sake of the quality of this, and then we can mess with this tomorrow.
I refuse to accept defeat, but I might have to on this one.
Yeah, I mean, for the sake of quality, I think you should.
Right. So yeah, you said super echo. So...
Oh, hi, Ryan.
Disable...
Oh, wow.
What? Better?
Just like that. Just like that. Cleared it up.
Yeah.
No echo.
So I gotta figure out... So I can still hear it. Oh, I know what I'm hearing. I'm hearing myself through my microphone now. Because I got my monitor on for my... That's how you were able to hear me through the desktop. So wait a minute.
Okay. So I just... Well, there's echo on your side still.
Just now?
Because I finally got caught up on the latency of the YouTube feed.
Yeah. So is there echo now for you through Discord? Hello?
Are you still talking?
Oh, my God. All right. Yes, I'm still talking. Oh, this is aggravating.
Well, your quality's better now.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can go.
Yeah, I guess you can either get the latency and handle the call that way, or we can just chuck the idea.
Yeah, that would work.
I mean, you'd be a little bit behind, but you could still chime in on such things, I suppose.
Right.
Let's see. So let me... Tell us a story. What's your favorite thing to do?
We both sound good now. Oh, you're too flattering. I'm going to blush.
So let's see. Trying to get us up a deal here. Be like... Call the podcast. Was it 2690808?
Yep.
I got it, buddy. Thank you.
281-330-8004.
Man, I remember that one time I got Danny with that. He had no clue.
678-999-8212. You recognize that one?
Nah, I've never even heard of that.
Oh, that one's Soldier Boy.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't Soldier Boy.
678-999-8212. Baby, you know that I miss you. I just want to kiss you. But I can't right now, so baby, kiss me through the phone. You don't remember that one?
No.
Oh, man, that thing was a bop back in the day.
Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Save, export as. You're going to put me up a little thing here so, we can get the phone number. So I just didn't want to post a phone number on Facebook and then get somebody trying to consolidate my credit card debt.
Right. I mean, you should, though. You should really look into that.
Yeah, I should. Maybe that's what I was doing wrong. So, okay, so that's going to be in documents. So I need to come over here. Oh, my God. He just went X Games mode.
Oh, my God. He's on X Games mode. Hey, I need to be honest with you.
What's up?
100% transparent. I fell into a YouTube hole watching TikToks.
Oh, don't do that.
I don't feel better if that makes it any.
That makes me feel better.
I don't feel better about that situation in the slightest. TikTok is going to be the downfall of the generation between us and Hayden.
Oh, I mean, it's the downfall of everything in society.
I mean, it's not good, but boy, I'd love to dance on one of them things though. Let these kids see what's up.
No, I don't think. I just need to make this smaller. There we go. I don't think that's the play, really. I just don't.
You sure?
Yeah. It's what is it? I referred to it as mind-numbing trash the other day to a guy.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel like it's not too far from that. Oh, don't do that. Got that. Squeeze her down a little more.
Oh,
okay.
Wow, you're doing some things.
Yeah. So then
You need to pull it into the left.
pull it to the left?
Yeah, like take your right hand corner and pull it to the left. That way it's opposite of your podcast thing, because it yeah. Because it gets too crowded there.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I do.
So shrink it just a touch more, and
Yeah,
you'll have it to where the P's not. Yep, there you go. Right there it is. Yurt.
Yeah.
I was about to go full Tim the Tap Man when he was watching. Who was that? When he was watching Courage Crank 90s?
Yeah.
And he was getting all hyped. Yep.
I can see it on the screen now. It's
yeah.
adjusting and doing its thing.
Yeah. It's just going through some things.
So man, we got 3 whole viewers here. I understand I probably kind of screwed over half the people that were waiting. That I didn't really do much advertising for this thing.
Well, you never do, man. It's always spontaneous, on the fly, on the rip.
I actually had this plan when I made that post on Monday about the Facebook thing we'll talk about here in a little bit. When I made that post on Monday, I said I'll be doing a podcast at 9 o'clock on Wednesday. But problem is, forgot to post a promo. Or I forgot to post like if you were scrolling through YouTube and you came across my channel, there would be a deal there that says live Wednesday, blah, 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 or whatever. Then you could click on that and literally just sit there and wait. The second I click go live, it just pulls up for you.
Gotcha.
So I usually try and do that so people can at least file in and be here and be ready. But I didn't. I fell asleep this morning at like 9 and didn't wake up until 7 this evening. So
yeah, you did. Meanwhile, I'm doing the social media thing here, and I'm looking at these bats. You got that goat thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess I forgot you're allergic to social media and don't get on there very often, huh?
Yeah. What's the Wham Bam Pow? What's that? That looks fun.
So that's Easton's comic series.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, so let's see if I can safely...
Are they inloaded, or what's the...
Nope, that's not it. That's not the play. Okay.
Hey, imagine if me, you, and Greg had Wham Bam and Pow. That'd be dope.
Who gets what, though?
I'm totally getting Bam.
Yeah, let's go back to here for now. So let's see, where's that? I can pull that up. We can talk about those for a minute. Yeah. Wham, bam, pow.
Yeah.
So.
That's what they call us when we're in the order 1, 2, 3. Wham, bam, pow.
So yeah, what we got the mock ones. You didn't swing those, did you?
Uh-uh.
So we got the Mach 1s. I did some T-work with those. So that'll be a T-work video for all the people that love T-work so much. Then I got the Primo. That's a U-Trip model. I got the U-Trip Primo. I did it. Where's the ASA Primo? I just realized it's not in this picture.
Oops.
Huh. Where the hell is it? I don't know. The ASA Primo's. Oh, maybe that's stuff that was coming. Maybe that's what it was.
Gotcha.
I've got these two Dudleys. Dudley decided they wanted to try this U-Trip thing out again. Did you swing the Demolitions that they made a few years ago?
The yellow one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
No, it was the opposite of good is what I call that one.
Yeah. I felt bad for those guys that were playing on Dudley that were swinging those, and I was like, boys, can you not swing anything else?
But, I mean, them guys were hitting the tar at them, though. But, man, imagine what they could have been doing.
Oh, yeah, I know. So what is it? Is it a one-piece like the other ones were?
It's a two-piece.
Oh, okay.
It'll be a two-piece composite handle. Both of them are composite handle. I think basically we got like an end load. I can't remember which is which right now. You basically got like a half ounce and a full ounce of end load. I don't know if they make a balanced offering or not.
Because they made a balanced offering with the one a couple years ago, right?
Yes, there was like a end load and a balance. The end load was like maybe a half ounce, maybe a little bit less. But I'd say it was probably marketed to be a half.
Sure. Then
you got the Wham, Bam, and Pow. The Wham is a mother load. It's the Canal. Remember the Canal we swung?
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'm sitting here talking about all these videos that people ain't even seen yet. So the Canal, that's basically going to be the Wham from my understanding of what specs and things look like on paper.
That was the one that I swung and really liked, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that'll be the Wham because it's a mother load. And then the Bam is balanced. It's a balanced two. Obviously, these are all two-piece.
Sure.
And then the Pow is the half-ounce version of the Wham, basically.
What are they barrel size? Are they all short barrels?
Yes, I think they're 12 and 3/4.
Because that Canal that we swung, it was a big barrel, correct? It was a 13 and.
Actually, you know what? I think you're right. I think you're right. Actually, I always forget that. I think the Canal was a big barrel.
Yeah.
I think it's yeah. Because Brian and I talked about that of why it felt so heavy compared to.
Meanwhile, I was just like, I'm holding something great in my hands.
Oh, I just realized too, these people can't call in if they don't see the number up there because I got this picture pulled up.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, all four of the people that are watching right now.
Right.
You know what's going to be funny is when people go back to watch this, like tomorrow or play it back whenever, and they see that number and they're going to be like, "Oh, I'm going to call it now."
I know. Yeah. Well, maybe I should put that in the thing. Call us while we're live.
It's funny. Just to nerd out for a second.
Go.
So going back through and watching some old like WCW stuff that's on the network. Back in the day, when you would watch Monday Night Nitro, they would have a call-in number to where you could get like information like on the dirt sheet of what was happening with the wrestlers, and it was like one of those call by the minute numbers. I don't know if it was a 900 number or if it was an 800 number, but regardless, like Tony Schiavone's cutting a promo about the phone number and what information is going to be on it.
Yeah.
And then WWE has since put a disclaimer over it that number is no longer active.
Wonder how long it blew up afterwards.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
That's funny.
Just a dead number that people were calling.
So I'm going to do this. And, can't do. Oh, man. So I'm trying to Tinder me up something here in GIMP that'll say only while we're live underneath it. So I never thought about that. People trying to call before and afterwards and everything else.
Yeah. All right. So while you're working on that, I'm going to finish going through this photo here.
Yeah.
So then you've got the Resmondo, and that's the one that Dylan's been swinging that he just bought.
Yeah.
I believe.
How's he like it?
Loves it.
Really?
He's wanting to stock up on him. He's wanting like 12.
He does that.
Then you've got the Goat.
Yes.
Then you've got Suncoast Athletics with a Backlash.
Yeah, so
that appears to be an ASA bat.
Yes, so basically what's taking place with that, to my understanding, is Adidas will no longer be producing bats. It will be under the name of Suncoast.
Okay.
So basically, Adidas, in theory, is, I guess you could say, still making bats. But they decided to roll out some ASA tech this year. I am surprised to see they didn't go with some kind of performance insert like all these other companies have. But it's a straight linear. Straight linear bat. So I guess for the technical term for that would be it is linear, but it has no performance insert. It's just a regular old bat.
Man, if it's anything like their senior line, that thing's probably going to get good.
And it might. I mean, it wasn't. I hate spoiling these videos before I have them posted, but I guess that's half the perk of watching the podcast. It wasn't terrible. You either loved it or hated it. You didn't swing it that day, did you?
No.
You.
I was busy swinging other stuff.
Yeah, you either loved it or you hated it. There was no in between with it.
And then the last bat that you've got here, I'm guessing, is this year's Pure Integrity.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Can't wait to swing that one. That's the 28 Super End load.
Yeah,
I was real excited for that one.
I get the impression there's already a little bit of thunder before that lightning gets there.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm a Pure junkie. I got that Integrity from Brian, and man, I've been swinging the tar out of it. I'm not sure I want to even swing anything else, but I got that old Freak 30 on standby. So
yeah. Meanwhile, I'm still stuck with these Wildfire Flexes. Darn.
Yeah, right. Bet you hate that, don't you?
Oh, it's just awful.
Liar.
Yeah.
Okay. We are Gucci. Oh, now I got to move that a little up. Just a touch. Okay.
We are live.
It says only while we're live.
BP Hero Podcast, Season 5, Episode 2.
Hey, Ryan Jackson, man, he's in here hanging out, chatting it up with everybody. Still ain't got no Google phone calls, though. That's all right.
It says that your live is unlisted.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it's got the unlisted banner in the bottom corner here. So people
because okay. There we go. Now I fixed it.
I sent you a screenshot in Discord, too.
Yeah, I know what it was.
Gotcha.
No wonder people ain't been filing in. Now.
Man, we're stuck with the same 4 people watching this thing.
Yeah, we should turn this one into podcast fail. We should just delete this and go on. Yeah,
appreciate y'all. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's number 6 already. Boy, this thing's gonna blow up quick now. 8. We skipped 7 altogether. Went straight to 8.
Yeah, we're popping now. It's like,
oh man.
Good thing Ryan said something. I had too many things going on here trying to get all this audio stuff going. Up to 10. Got that 10.
Ooh, man.
So all
12 skipped 11.
So all of a sudden things are rolling here.
Things are looking legit.
Yeah.
Oh man.
He said he's got our back. Yeah, thank God somebody does.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, what a deal that was. Anyway. So yeah, man. Is there anybody anywhere playing softball at all?
Antarctica. Still don't have a confirmed case there.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, dude. I can't even. It drives me nuts. This whole it says, "Have you swung the Suncoast Backlash?" Man, see, Ryan saved the day. We literally right before we went live with this, I did. We were talking about the Suncoast Backlash. I have swung it. Not going to get too in depth on it because then it kind of spoils the review. It was a decent bat. I'm going to say that hit well, but man, there was no in between with that thing. Mike M says it's been too long. Yeah, it has been too long. Got old Dave on the podcast here. Dave's holed up at home for now.
Yep. We out here.
Yeah, so lucky enough to still be working. I know some people aren't. That's kind of
Do you want to dive into that to start with before we get into anything else?
What's that?
just talk about what we're doing as a result of that?
Yeah, sure.
Well, let's start with you. You lead it. This is your show. I'm just, here.
Hey, man, this is our show. This is our show tonight.
Man,
all 14 viewers, man. We done doubled our viewers in under 5 minutes.
Well, I mean, so you're still working.
Yes, I am still working. I'm fortunate enough to work in a healthcare production-based facility making healthcare products. So I'm lucky enough to still have a job. I know a lot of people aren't. My wife is currently out of work right now, working at a child care center, hoping that things kind of get turned around with that soon. But, I mean, obviously there's people everywhere that aren't really in a fortunate situation to have somewhere to work.
Yeah.
But I know you're still working. You're working from home, correct?
Yep. So I'm very fortunate for the company that I work for. A lot of the job that we do is digital, if you will. So I don't necessarily have to be in a physical location. I mean, technically I have to be in a physical location because of the licenses and stuff that I have. But because of all of this, most of these states have actually gone to a more laxed version of their state laws to allow folks to work from home, which is really nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so I am working from home. I don't necessarily have an end date on this just yet. I started working from home a week ago Monday, and so I was told after 14 days we would reevaluate, but I don't know what that'll look like because they've got more people actually that are leaving the office this week. So,
really?
I guess just more from a safety precaution.
Gotcha.
And I think just because of how quickly this thing can spread. So as a result of that, I don't know necessarily when I'm going to go back to the office. It'll be interesting. So as a result of that, I basically just work and then, I mean, outside of the last couple of nights where taking a walk, I hadn't even been out of the house. I mean, I just basically just sit here. So
and it sucks to be holed up in the house, but man, not to like turn this into like the pandemic podcast, but man, so many people just don't understand, like, they're wanting us all to stay home for reasons. This isn't so we can have off work and go mess around or jack around,
right,
with our buddies, or we got time off so we can go do this or that. Now it's to keep people at home and not from gathering up in groups and doing things and having 100 people in a work building. I mean, I don't know. I could go on a small tangent about that, but I'm not going to.
The thing that I've always, or not that I've always said that, like we've been talking about this for years, but the thing that I've said since all this started is I don't necessarily know where, like, the extreme left or right is. I just know that it's somewhere in the middle, and at some point we just really need to take these precautions seriously.
Sure. But
like I don't know that, like initially, it was, I don't know that this is necessarily like a hoax. I think it's legitimate, but at the same time, I know this isn't going to be the thing that erases all the population.
Sure.
But it's at some point you just need to be mindful of like everything that goes along with it and how contagious it is. I didn't realize how contagious it was until this thing really started to snowball like it has here within the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, I think some of that too is I think there's definitely fear mongering taking place as far as,
sure.
Oh my gosh, there's so many more confirmed cases today. You're right, but we're getting more tests. There's more test results coming back. There's more people being tested. Of course, that number is going to grow. But I don't know, like the precautions that the government is having us take isn't a knee-jerk reaction. I will say that. But it's convincing some people that it is not a knee-jerk reaction, is half the struggle sometimes.
So as a result of that, I haven't really done anything. I mean, I could probably be doing something productive here, like doing a workout at home or something. But
Sure.
Instead, I'm like, what sounds really good? Eating all the ho-hos.
Oh, man.
That sounds...
Speaking, I'll tell you what. You don't get on the YouTube. You don't get in the group chat with our team very often. Mm-hmm. So let's see. Animal pack.
Are you talking about the monkeys?
No. What, man, what are you talking about?
Like when Thailand went on lockdown, all them monkeys that get fed by the people.
Well, they do.
They They started running the city rampant.
What?
And so then, like, they started attacking each other. Because, like, there was nobody there to feed them, so they were starving.
Are you serious?
Yeah, let me see if I can find that video real quick. Hang tight. Open up a new YouTube page. Let's see.
Nope. So let's go here. I'm gonna link this video down below so people can watch it, or link it in the comments here so people can watch that when we're done with this. I did this the other night in the garage, and I pretty much just hated my life afterwards. I'll send it to you too. See, so is this like YouTube friendly? If I pull this up, am I gonna get?
Yeah, no, it's through a news agency, but it's basically just showing the swarm of monkeys that are all out there trying to.
Okay, let me see if I can get this.
Because I don't know where it's at exactly in Thailand, but it's one of those areas where.
Stupid YouTube ads! I'm telling you, man.
Just pay for red, man.
Stupid YouTube ads.
See, look at all of them. Because I'm guessing this is an area that's normally like littered with tourism, and now it's just not because people aren't traveling.
So they're just everywhere.
They're just everywhere. But look at this. Look at this. Watch these monkeys here. They're gonna gang up on that one. They're gonna swarm it. Ready? Look. Yeah. Look at all of them. Isn't that wild?
It's like feral cats, but they're monkeys.
Yeah.
Dude, that is wild.
Oh my God, this man could have killed himself doing this leg stuff.
Man, how do you want to die? Not from a wild pack of monkeys.
Okay, so he's doing then he went to one leg.
Micah's gonna have fun time with that when he can actually put it back on the face cam. Thank God I was dressed.
So it's fun. Okay, so it's funny that you found this guy because there's a guy that I'm subscribed to that's doing some at-home stuff.
Yeah,
and he's not quite as big as this guy. He's a little more like functional strength.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's doing some workouts, and I'm like, good Lord, guy! Like, you were really gonna hurt yourself doing all this now.
Oh, dude. I was like sitting here thinking, like, oh yeah, this won't be bad. I can just do this and do that, just like he's doing. He makes it look so easy. And then I was kind of like I can squat a pretty decent amount of weight, but man, I couldn't even do some of this stuff with body weight. I was kind of like, oh man.
Yeah.
I walked into the garage. Went and took a walk afterwards. Just I don't know, I like to walk, especially after I do my leg workouts. I'll walk it instead of do it before.
Yeah.
Just to kind of, give everything a chance to kind of stretch back out, cool off a little bit. And man, I was kind of walking funny until I got about a mile in. I was like, kind of like my legs were all getting wiggly and stuff.
So I'm at 6.5 minutes in on this video you sent me.
Yeah.
And this guy's doing these, he calls them a Nordic curl, where he uses his whole body weight in that bungee strap. And I'm just waiting on that strap just to snap and him fall flat on his face. He's putting a lot of tension on that bad boy.
I know. He's got it like wrapped around his neck. I'm like thinking, man, if your hand slips, you're done for.
Yeah, you're donezo.
But yeah, Brian says at least the Mike Bloomberg ads are gone, dude. You ain't lying.
I was so sick. I'll tell you this though, I don't know which is worse, them Bloomberg ads or them TikTok ads. It seems like it was one or the other.
Dude, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was thinking to say, like, at least it wasn't a TikTok ad. YouTube was so bad with those for a while. But let's see. Andrew says, "Are your guys' summer seasons postponed?" I don't know about the summer seasons. I know spring seasons are for sure. As far as
Jeff
like
City
league and
still
stuff
has
goes.
it canceled.
Really?
Yep.
So I don't know about so do they do spring down there, or do they just do summer and fall?
No, they do spring, summer, and fall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they have canceled spring then, just not summer?
No, they haven't canceled spring yet.
Really?
Yeah, because Seth was trying to figure out how he's going to get his deposit back.
Ooh, yeah, I never thought about that.
Yeah, because they all had to pay $175, I think he said.
Is the deposit or the league fee?
Maybe it was for both. I don't know.
Man, that's cheap.
But I talked to Seth yesterday. He was with he stopped by Caleb's house, and funny enough, they were doing social distancing in the driveway. So Caleb would like turn the FaceTime around, and his brother was like halfway down the driveway. But Seth was saying that it was on his list of people to call to try and figure out if they were actually going to go ahead and cancel it yet or not.
Yeah, I never thought about that. Yeah, that's another two that are out of work. Tony Wales is another one. You know, all these people, all these teachers out of work.
Yeah.
But old Tony, you know how he is. I did see him post on Facebook when everybody was like letting schools out and stuff. He's a math teacher, and he basically posts on there, if anybody's, you know, working on homework from home and needs help with their math, just tell them to reach out to you, boy. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But, you know, Tony takes that as an open opportunity to talk to anybody he can. So
I'm not going to do
it. You might as well.
All right, so you've got that equation figured out? All right, then. Sounds good.
No, man. I love me some Tony Wales.
Oh, OT dubs.
So, I guess we can kind of, let's see. So you just saw the post tonight. You're not too active on the social medias. Can't say I blame you.
Yeah.
You just saw the post tonight. Because I was listening to a podcast, actually, the Animal Pack, the supplement company that's posted that video there that I posted in the comments.
Yeah.
They do a podcast as well. I like to listen to their podcast. They have like a lot of bodybuilders. They sponsor both bodybuilders and powerlifters, and they all get together and have a podcast to talk about some pretty interesting things that a lot of people don't talk about. Like they're kind of an open book on their supplement use, if you will, and things like that. So that's kind of cool that, you know, they are somewhat transparent about it. So it's interesting to listen to all that stuff. But within that, there was the question in the podcast was, if you were to write a letter to yourself, and I didn't want to be too long-winded in this post on Facebook, but the question was, if you could write a letter to yourself 10 years ago, and, you know, basically give yourself advice based on what you've learned over the years, you know, what would that letter consist of? What would it say? And that's kind of what I went with on the Facebook post. The Facebook post, as you can see here, says, if you could go back in time and talk to yourself when you first started playing and give yourself advice, what is the one thing you tell yourself, given what you've learned over the years? What's that one thing that you wish you knew or did back then that you know or do now? So it's kind of a deep thinking post with the BP Hero, you might say. But are you going to grab this one by the horns, or am I?
You're going to go ahead and have to, because you told me to think on this after when we got ready to start all this. And so I started thinking about it, and then I saw some other people make some good points. But if I need to think of something that I need to go back and tell myself, you're going to need to give me a minute.
Oh, you saying just one thing?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I could tell.
Sure.
2007 Gabe when he first started playing softball, thanks to Tony Wales. There's a lot that I could tell that kid.
See, and that's the thing, Tony Wales thing.
13 years later. This is my 13th year.
Would it be? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, going into our 13th year. Yeah, because it's 2020. Been out here for a minute, man. You remember when we had that old Reebok Dictator?
Man, don't I? Those hot summer BP days where we try and hit for 4 or 5 hours.
Oh man, I remember we would just hit until our freaking hands bled.
Mm-hmm.
It was absolutely miserable. Me and old Wagner had that mutant. Oh man. And we would go out into the whole goal of every swing you took was trying to hit a ball over the tree. We didn't care about nothing else. Hit a ball over the tree in left center. That was the only thing we were worried about.
Man.
But if I were to go back, you know, look at an 18-year-old me, first thing I would say is, dude, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
You know, from like an overall health, I know it's like I kind of just like grabbed it by the horns and went all serious. Yeah, Titus, anyone can call. Let me finish this up, and then you're more than welcome to get to call whenever. We just kind of started rolling with the topics here because nobody was calling. But yeah, take care of yourself, man. That's the big thing is, you know, when it comes to, you know, your play itself, you need to take care of yourself so you don't get hurt playing ball. It is an overall longevity of your life in general, even after softball, you know, for your family, taking care of yourself. It's like, you know, some people just think like, oh, get big, hit bombs and that kind of thing. And yeah, big guys hit bombs and everything else. But it kind of brings me to my second thing of, I've thought about this for a while. Kind of brings me to a second thing of like, man, there's more to softball than hitting a home run or hitting a ball as hard as you can. every time you go up there, that was my thing for years, was to go up there and hit every ball harder than the last one. Try and cut everything you hit. Those cool little line drives you hit out there, and like as a result of that, I still, my natural swing is still to cut the ball, but man, it's got a time and a place. Like I don't mean to cut everything. Sometimes it just happens, but just in defense, that's the big one. I know I preach. If anybody knows me, I'm kind of like, F defense and defense is dumb and that kind of stuff. But man, you just don't really realize how one-dimensional you make yourself once you quit worrying about defense and all you want to do is hit.
Yeah.
You don't, like I've done a lot of pitching over the years and haven't really put a lot of time in the field, but there was kind of a two-way street with that. Part of the reason I was pitching was because I didn't really have anywhere to play in the field, and the other part of me not playing in the field was just because I was out of shape. I just wasn't in the shape I used to be in, and then being on the mound a lot, kind of losing my touch in the field. It's just been quite the snowball effect, you might say.
Sure.
Because I remember the day, it used to be a pretty decent third baseman. Never had, I was never like that guy that's like, oh, don't hit the ball to him. But I could hold my own over there when it came to fielding a hot shot and making a good throw. But as time has gone on, of course, time's going to catch up with you anyway. But I don't know. I try not to get too deep. Maybe I should. Just for the perspective of YouTube sometimes, because like the thing with like YouTube and social media is people see what you want them to see.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe the message there is like, be a little more transparent when it comes to stuff, because it is stuff that bothered me, like the fact that it's not like I'm mad that I'm not playing the field for multitude of reasons right now. There's people out there better than I am. That's fine, but man, just take care of yourself. Learn how to hit and hit the right way. Don't just hit every ball further than the last one, and focus on your defense and stay sharp. Like you and I have been taking a lot of grounders and stuff there towards the end of last year. Haven't really did a lot of hitting this year to be able to do that.
Right.
But man, just seeing a ground ball. Just seeing a ground ball sometimes. You're primarily an outfielder or first base, but you still want to take ground balls just as much as the next guy.
Sure. Just
something to keep the motion of fielding a ball instead of doing nothing but standing there and hitting is something that I don't think gets talked about enough. It's, everybody's talking about let's go hit. Yeah, but then everybody just hits and gets in the car and leaves. What'd you do for defense?
Yeah. For me personally, I don't think there's anything more embarrassing than getting undressed by a ball. I hate that.
Yeah. Especially depending on how hard said ball has been hit.
Correct.
If it's a nuke, man, I'll accept defeat.
Sure. Don't get me wrong. There's a time and a place to bow out on those, but
sure.
That one where it takes that in between hop and you turn your back and tuck your tail. I hate that.
Oh yeah.
It eats me alive when I do that.
Yeah. So I've never. I think just part of like the catching mentality for me. Growing up as a catcher. I was like, man, you just knock it down any way you can. I remember it like it was yesterday. We were playing that Friday night league there in Columbia, and here I am out here jackassing around playing middle because Danny was gone, and with what we had, like literally it was either that or go to a 4-man, and I go to the outfield. It's like, well, I might as well just stand in here. We had enough fast guys to play the outfield.
Right.
I might as well just come stand over here. So I'm over there, and this dude hits a ball at me, and it was like you said, one of those like short hop things where it's like, He hit the hell out of it, and it hopped about 5 feet in front of me. And I'm sitting here thinking, like, man, this 52 is going to take that big monster hop. I thought it the whole time. And, like, I just jumped when the ball hopped and ended up just taking it right on the inside of my knee. I remember you. I think you might have been in center field behind me. You started laughing and yelling and shit and carrying on. But you know what? I knocked it down and made the play.
Me getting on to you about something? Get out of here. I would never.
So yeah, that was a little bit of an adventure for sure, getting out there and doing that. But like I said, getting smoked with that ball was kind of like I looked like an idiot, but I got it done. But like you said, there's nothing worse than looking like a fool in the field for sure.
Sure.
You ready to weigh in with your letter to yourself yet, or are you still thinking?
I guess I can weigh in. Probably more than anything, have fun.
Yes, that's a big one too. I did forget that.
and it's as simple as that. I mean, I got lucky enough playing on that league team to where we had a pretty good group of guys for this area.
Sure.
And so then you start to win a little bit, and then you're like, nope, that's all I want to do. All I want to do is win. And so then, not to say that I've necessarily burned bridges, but I haven't necessarily done the best job of leaving a good impression with some people. I feel like I've got enough hindsight to be able to acknowledge that. So if I could go back, it would just be just have a constant of just having like a have fun mentality and never taking it too serious.
Sure, and I know the period of softball you're talking about. You know, because I mean we were still playing together at that point. Dude, you get a taste of winning sometimes, and it is contagious.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, you get other people around you wanting to win, and then it's you win this, you win that, and then it's like, well, we can win this too. I bet we can if we just do this. If we just do this,
Yeah.
and have fun. That is a big one. I did kind of skip over that.
I didn't get to win as much there for a while, and then falling back into it with that group of guys, those Cobra Kai guys.
Oh yeah,
That that reminded me of the good that softball could be. Going out the best 1-1 team on Tuesday nights. I mean, we were just out there having a ton of fun, and then show up to state, and it was all of a sudden things decided to click.
sure. And it was never the fact that like the you take the 1-1 and look at that and say, oh, it's just it's just a 500 league team, but when tournament day showed up, those players showed up.
Right.
That was, I mean, that's I still think that's one of the better teams I've been on was being a part of that Cobra Kai group. It was just a group of 11 to 12 good softball players, not like we did. No, don't get me wrong and discount what I'm trying to say here. We had a lot of good players, but there was you couldn't look at one player and pick that's the best player on this team.
Right.
You couldn't look at that one guy and say that because every player was so good at a certain thing. But you get enough of those guys together, and if they just click attitude-wise, dude, look out. I mean, it's just you start rolling.
I'd even argue that we even had just good quality humans too.
Sure,
for the
yeah,
most part.
yeah, and that's what I mean. You get a good group together that wants to have fun, like a group of good ball players that just want to have fun. Dude, you get a little bit of confidence behind those guys, get them having a good time. It's game on,
Yeah.
I think that's something that's kind of discounted sometimes. Is it's like you get this team full of meatheads, and I really would. I would rather go 2-2 with a day of softball, play with my friends, and laugh and have a good time, than be the team that went 4-5-0 on the day. That's all out there screaming, yelling, cussing at each other, slamming shit around in the dugouts. Like, what's fun about that?
Yeah. I think we've both been on teams that have shown that, and you look and you're in the moment, it's like, cool, we're winning, that's fine. But then you go back and you look at it and you think to yourself, man, I didn't really have that much fun during all that.
Sure, absolutely. It's like you may have your one or two buddies on the team that kind of made it worth going, but then, like I said, you realize man, this. Well, I put up with that for that long.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's one of those things, and there's probably people out there thinking we're singling someone out or talking about them, or really facts are facts. If that person knows, then that person knows. That's really all that dwells down to. But have fun playing softball is by far one of the biggest things. This team that we've got put together this year, man, I'm really looking forward to it. It's literally just one giant group of friends who just happen to all play softball.
Yeah.
You can't go wrong with that.
Mm-mm.
So I'm really looking forward to that. Now, I do know that Titus Williams was wanting to call in with a couple questions. He can feel more than free to cut loose on that old call whenever he wants to. But for the meantime,
I'm gonna need to unmute this YouTube video then, that way I can catch the latency of this.
Oh yeah, so we'll have to figure something out there. Maybe we could get us an audio tech guy in here somewhere. So we tried and tried and tried and tried and tried to get it to where I'm talking to Gabe through a Discord call, and tried to get it to where he could hear my desktop audio through the Discord. We got it figured out, but the echo was so bad. And I understand why the echo was bad. But surely there's got to be another workaround way, some kind of... I don't like download this free program or do this or do that. I really don't like doing that just because you never know what you're downloading when you download that stuff. I'm not trying to give my computer the coronavirus. So there's that.
I look at all these streamers, and they can drop people in and out of a Discord call. So if that's really the easiest route to go and just having it run through a mixer, then maybe, but I don't know, man. Surely there's somebody that's got more tech abilities than us.
Yeah, maybe that's what it boils down to. We just need like an audio mixer. An audio mixer would definitely fix that issue for sure.
You would think.
But let's see. Nosing through some of these comments here. So Adam, go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say that there's been a couple people that have commented about buying up all the old bats and stuff.
Oh, I know. It's so crazy too.
When Mikan releases the white DC-41 with the red knob, you need to buy 200.
Yeah, and very easily triple your money on them.
Right.
God, it's so crazy.
You'll thank yourself 2 years later.
Right. We got us a caller.
Uh-oh.
Hello, you're live with the BP Hero.
Oh my God, you're gonna do that.
What's good, man?
Yeah, I was just going to ask a few questions.
Yeah, what's up?
Down here, I live in Georgia.
Okay.
And shaved bats, how do you feel on them things? Honest opinion.
Now you talking in terms of how do I feel using them, or how do I deal with that situation?
Both.
I never in my life have I touched an altered bat. I never swung one in BP, never swung a shaved bat, to my knowledge, never swung a rolled bat. Bat rolling is obviously not as bad as shaving a bat, but as far as when it comes to combating that stuff, I mean, really, because I've played in the South. I played a little bit of softball in the South, and dude, I can tell you, it's everywhere down there, and everybody's so open about it. Everybody's got it. Yeah, and that's what's so crazy to me is everybody's so open about it. Like I watched a guy one time. We were in a situation. The team I was playing with, we were in a situation where we had the chance to walk it off with a home run. And the guy that was going up to bat is a big pride guy. I can't remember he was a rep for a company at the time. So, he's got a lot of pride on the line here as far as not using an altered bat or anything like that. And they legitimately had an argument in front of the umpire, in front of the whole field. The guy in the on-deck circle was trying to hand him a shaved bat. He's like, "Here, swing this in this game right now." And the guy's like, "No, I'm not gonna do that." It's like, "I don't want to swing your shaved bat. I want to swing my bat." And he went up there and he actually popped out to lose the game. But, man, is it that crazy that people are just so open about it down there? It just blows my mind. But what you do to combat it, I have no idea. What do you do?
It's dangerous down here with them, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Hitting launch 650s with a cut old Easton Synergy or Stealth hitting the ball 450 feet.
Sure. Sneezing on them, hitting them 400 feet.
Missing them.
You're right. Yeah, it's crazy. But, and that's the thing that sucks is really all you can do is protect yourself is from a player and safety standpoint. I mean, do the best you can to protect yourself. You can't and especially down there, you can't remove yourself from the situation because you just go play another sanction and go play another tournament. They're there too.
It's like, how are you going to get better? How are you going to better yourself? Because dude hitting a stock bat, a 44-400, that's easier than catching 52s.
Sure.
25s, and because down here we have a bunch of one pitches. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, we play them every Friday, and you got B teams, half of a B team coming down there hitting the ball 400 feet with rec players.
Sure.
Have you played in one of them?
No, not down there, no. But I mean, I've played one pitch stuff. The one pitch stuff gets squirrely too. It's sometimes you just got to hit a ball wherever it's pitched, and it may be right back at the pitcher. It may be somewhere you don't want it to go, but that's.
I play with net down here.
So that would be the saving grace there, and that's something else you could do. Obviously in sanction ball you can't have that stuff, but Yeah, like I said, from a safety standpoint, that's all you can do is just, look out for you and go up there and try to hit with those guys is really the only other thing you can do. Sure, you could say, I've heard people say, oh, well, they're going to swing theirs, well, I'm going to swing mine. Well, I mean, like, it's all fun and games until someone gets hurt. And that's.
I'm going to say, when I first started playing ball, I'm 19 right now. I started playing when I was young, 15, 16, and I did swing one when I first started because I didn't know what I was doing.
Sure. You didn't know. Yeah. If somebody tells you to do it, you don't know any better.
Excited. And I'm like, wow, I'm getting so good. And then I pick up this stop bat, dribble to short. I'm like, what's wrong? And then finally at me 19, I swing a 26.5 Santana, hitting the ball hard to be 19. I just won my first ring. So I was just going to call and see your opinion on that. But how do you get yourself looked at? You see what I'm saying? Like, as
sure.
19, just won a ring and E-Rec, but you're wanting to go further on.
I mean, you really put yourself out there is all you can do, especially with today's day and age, like social media and stuff like that. I've never been in this situation to be able to play, a lot of that upper level ball, but a lot of guys just say, just get out there. I know there's a couple of local guys, they started playing a lot in the, like, I'm basically right in between Kansas City and St. Louis in a fairly rural area. And, go to the bigger cities and play on all those tournaments and kind of show out there, play your game. Don't, do something that's not you or that kind of thing. Just show up, play your game. It'll get noticed, and that's, everybody wants to be at that top level, like the second they start playing. And there's some people that are fortunate enough to get there, but show up, go out, play your ass off, and somebody will notice.
Right now, I hang out with a CD team. I'm very close with some of the players. I'm getting around that ball, trying to get, not playing, but hanging around them, getting the field.
Sure.
Trying to just be there and learn that game, because C and D ball is different than rec. Balls you're hitting in rec or else they're like.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. It's the defense. The defense is the big thing. Is you do move up in the levels of softball. The defense is just so good.
I've seen balls hit like how would I catch that? And they're easy double plays like.
Sure.
I don't know if you're familiar with teams down here. I live in Georgia, so there's a lot of ball.
Uh-huh.
Like you go to Tennessee, Alabama, North Carolina, and stuff like that. It's just, I feel like a different atmosphere because it's dangerous on Friday nights because of the better people hitting harder balls at you than it would be on Saturdays.
Sure.
I just wanted to see your opinion on that. I just hope I'm making sense and not sounding retarded.
No, not at all. And I completely relate. Definitely been there, as far as like what do you do against a team swinging a bunch of cut bats and that kind of thing, and especially when you're in the situation you're in, being down there, you can't get away from it. But
I better myself in the infield, but I'm not scared to get in the infield.
Hey, it's okay to say you're scared.
Cautious, because you got people like, I don't know if you know them, but they're known down here. You got Taylor Klein, Blake Oxenrider. They're very well known down here to be a B ball player, a B team, which they don't swing shape bats, but they're hitting 525s and 650s.
Sure.
And they're cutting so hard, like it's hard to react. That's why I'm stuck in the outfield, but I'm 240 pounds, 6 foot, running outfield to be a big guy.
Yeah, you're dying to get to the grass or to get to the dirt, then, ain't you?
I played infield down there, and then I played the infield and done fairly well against my competition, so to say, people more on my level than them swinging
Sure.
the hottest bats I've ever seen. But I'm just trying not to sound retarded.
No, and I totally get that. And one thing I will say, because I just from experience and being in those shoes and everything else when I was young, man, every guy that I saw hit a ball hard, I thought for sure he was using something better than everybody else.
Mechanics.
Yeah, that's what a lot of it comes down to is like, man, some people can just flat out hit. Even guys that you don't think would be able to hit can just flat out hit. So I guess it's kind of another thing to take away is bats are so good these days. Sometimes it is kind of hard to tell the difference between the two. And I'm trying to choose my words wisely here because we are on the internet for everybody to see and hear. But I mean, not every person that hits the ball hard is using a cut bat. There's the ones that definitely stand out like a sore thumb for sure. Whether it be, a ball coming off of a really bad swing, or maybe sometimes I've seen some that like are open about it. Some people that are open about it, and that's their prerogative. That's their thing. If that's what they want to do, but just don't involve me with it.
Out there, you be like, you walk up to your buddies and they're standing with people like, what's that new cut piece in your bag? And then you got three guys pulling out new and wrapper bats. It's like, looks brand new and wrapper in their cut. You wouldn't know the difference if they're like, you want to buy a new and wrapper bat, unless they told you.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And I get down here and they're like, yeah, that bat's your swinging cut. I'm like, what do you mean? They're like, yeah, this person's known for swinging shade bats, and you spot a bat from him, so that means your bat's cut, stuff like that. That's what is big down here.
Sure. Go ahead, sorry.
It's hard to tell the difference by the feel of the bat, you see what I'm saying?
Sure. And that's the thing too. I used to wheel and deal a lot of bats when I was younger. And that's another thing that got me leery of wheeling and dealing bats. If I didn't know where it came from or who got it new, like I just kind of quit doing that stuff. Like I don't wheel and deal bats at all anymore. I think because, I am, the BP hero, whatever I swing and review all these bats, people think I've got, a closet full of 70 or 80 bats. I've got maybe 4 bats. I'd have to go out in the garage and count them. But I know not over 5. Like 4 bats that are actually mine. That I don't wheel and deal or anything like that. Otherwise, everything comes from subscribers, comes from softball fans, or comes from just other stuff like that I need to send back. So as far as like the stuff that I personally own, it's under 5 bats, I know for sure. So that's
that Travis Clark you was swinging the other day in the video.
See, that one actually wasn't mine. That belonged to my teammate. But I'm trying to get me one. I'm telling you right now.
You can't find them.
No, you can't find them anywhere.
Down here in Georgia, most you see women swinging are worth ESTs and Travis Clarks. Like, you walk into the tournaments and there's 6 Travis Clarks standing there on the fence, and you go up to ask them, they want to sell it, and they're like, they shut you down so fast. They're like, it ain't going nowhere.
So they're all down there. That's where they're at.
but they won't sell them.
Sure. I mean, would you? I mean, you're trying to find one too, right?
I wouldn't get rid of it. Like right now, I got a 26 Santana, one of the best bats I've had so far. I've only got 80 swings on it. Ball was jumping off the bat, and now I can't put no more swings on it because of the corona. All the fields down here are shut down. Like, it's rough.
Yeah, I've seen some people saying in the comments of this video here too that fields are locked up and stuff like that. I don't even know if the fields are locked up here. I haven't even bothered to go look and see. I'm actually going to try and maybe hit tomorrow with do some tee work, and I'm just going to do it out in an open field somewhere. I don't want nobody around me. I don't want to be nowhere somebody else has been. I'm just going to go to a soccer field and hit off a tee just to get something in,
That's what people do down here. But I need somebody there telling me how to work on my swing, because some days I can hit the ball great, and then some days I'm in my head, I'm dipping, I'm lunging, front shoulder's falling out or something. I feel like that helps me with somebody being criticizing me, but more of helping me.
Sure.
Helpful criticism.
Video's a big thing. Everybody these days, you're talking on a smartphone right now, I'm sure. You can get on Amazon and buy a camera tripod attachment and a tripod for under $20. You set it up, watch yourself hit. You can go back and critique yourself that way. It's a cheap way to kind of keep yourself in check a little bit.
Oh yeah, and I had a question. Do you feel like hitting less core balls than hitting like 44 400s or 525s makes your swing better, so you can figure out what you're doing wrong? Because I hear you say you hit ASA balls.
Yeah, I like.
You hit 44 400s.
So yeah, I mean, the thing with hitting a 52, do you have any experience hitting 52s at all, the ASA balls?
Barely.
It's
only 44 400 or 525s down here.
Sure. You'll figure out real quick that the ASA balls, if you got money to burn, buy a couple dozen and go out and hit with them. you'll figure out real quick. Like you'll have to earn every hit with those things. The 44 is very forgiving. Like I love hitting 44s and classic M's and really hard stuff like that. But there's something to be said for hitting those ASA balls. You know, you've really got to earn your hits with them because they're a softer ball. They don't fly as far, and they're not going to be forgiving. Like if you put a bad swing on a ball with a 44, it may still go over the fence. With a 52, you're not going to be that lucky. 52 can really train you on how to strike a ball because you'll realize when you're not, it'll tell you really quick. And that's why, like, you see a lot of, if you ever watch like a lot of ASA play, whether it be on YouTube or wherever else, or you see a lot of guys like cutting and spinning the ball. It's an easy way to get those balls to go somewhere. You've really got to put a good swing on it to get it to go. So I think a 52 is a good training tool as far as, trying to become a better hitter. I'm a big proponent of hitting them. It's kind of boring because they don't go as far. Everybody wants to go out and BP and, hit nukes and hit bombs and everything else. And
when I go BP, I try to hit the backside line.
Sure.
Paint the line.
Sure. You go out. Yeah. You go out and you take those swings with 52s and then come back to hitting a hard ball and you'll say, wow, I'm telling you. I'm sure that some people watching this video either now or later or whatever else, may kind of call me crazy, but I think there's a lot of truth to it. I know that Gabe is another one that's just go out and hit 52s and do your thing. Like I said, it's not as fun. It's nowhere near as fun as hitting a 44, watching it come screaming off the bat. But at the end of the day, it'll benefit you as a hitter.
All right. I just wanted to call and see your take on a little bit of things and try not to burn up all your time.
No, man, absolutely. Thanks for calling in. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
See you, man. Our first official caller on the BP Hero. Thanks for calling in, Titus. We appreciate it.
Man, that's wild.
It is wild.
Some things.
Yeah. Now we just need to figure out how to get David on this action.
No. I've been keeping up with the comment section.
I saw you there chatting it up with him a little bit.
Yeah. Meanwhile, I got somebody totally unrelated to softball that just hit me with a truth bomb. It's about to blow my mind.
What you got?
It's a friend of ours who will remain nameless that told me that Mountain Dew has a sugar-free option now.
What?
Yep. That's what I said.
Even the Diet Mountain Dew's got sugar in it.
This man. So I Googled it. I became a Googleizer.
Yeah.
Introducing Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. It's got a black label.
Man, listen.
Zero
It's April
sugar.
Fool's Day for another hour and 34 minutes.
Bubba, I am here to tell you I am looking at Mountain Dew's website.
Oh, man.
And they made a YouTube video of a person drinking it.
All right, fine. Link me to the website. Let's see what you got. All right, chat. We got to see what this Mountain Dew thing is about.
Mountain Dew man.
So we're gonna have to look at this unleaded Mountain Dew, and then I probably got to bounce.
I mean, because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm stuck on the diesel. I'm out here using that diesel number 2, that off-road diesel.
Using that red stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, so let's see. I don't want to sign up. I just want to look at your drink. Mountain Dew Zero Sugar, wildly familiar yet completely unexpected. Mountain Dew Zero Sugar gives a bold taste and exhilarating charge of your favorite original Mountain Dew, but with none of the sugar. Maybe that means I would like Mountain Dew then. Because, I'm just not a Mountain Dew guy, man. I just can't.
And you even grew up in a small town.
Yeah.
That's like part of it. If you grew up in a small town, you gotta like Mountain Dew. Basically, you come out the womb and they say, "Here you go, get your first taste of the lightning."
Yeah,
man, Mountain Lightning, that Sam's Choice, that's some good stuff too there, Bubba. I'll tell you.
Get some old Dr. Thunder.
Ooh, mix that with a twist up, call it a night.
So yeah, that's interesting though. So no carbs either, huh?
I don't know. Look, if it wasn't for all this social distancing, I'd go out to the gas station. I'd find one. I'd try it.
Maybe the bread fairy will bring you.
Oh man, quit it! That bread fairy too. She too good to me now.
Man, she better not be a she. But anyway,
out here bringing me cookies and all kinds of stuff. Turned into the worst experiment of my life trying to make that cookie in a cup.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Okay, so you and I have been on this cooking expedition of sorts, if you will,
Sure.
trying to better ourselves and figure out how to cook good meals.
Right.
So my YouTube algorithm's all messed up. So I'll get some weird stuff, and then I'll get it into a batch of cooking shows. You and I both have the guy that we watch, and I don't know if it was a suggested video after that, but it was this guy, and he made a chocolate chip cookie in a cup.
Okay.
Now, they make actual like cookies in a cup, muffins in a cup, and all you have to do is just add an egg, and then like mix it around, put it in the microwave, tastes great from what I've been told. Okay, so this guy, instead of putting an egg in there, put in butter and peanut butter, and you whisk it around in there, and then you microwave it. I'm here to tell you that was the nastiest, driest cookie that I've ever tried to consume. And I kept like watching the YouTube video and reading the comments. People were like, "Oh, you got to stab it down, that way it doesn't overflow out of the cup." I was doing all kinds of stuff, but that thing was awful. It was the worst.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm going to be about the cookie in a microwave and a cup life.
I'm just saying, man. There's people in the comment section talking about how good it is.
Really, because all I see them talking about is this Mountain Dew Zero Sugar.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The Mountain Dew. Sorry, bounce back. Yeah. Man, is Mike a man after my heart? Talking about nothing as good as a fountain diet Mountain Dew from Quick Trip. Get that and a couple of taquitos, you can call yourself a knight.
Yeah, what kind of taquitos? Well, that's the question.
Oh man, I got hooked on them cheese taquitos.
Yeah. Don't get the steak and cheese. You got to get the cheese.
Just the cheese, or if you get the traditional chicken one. Man, here's the real question: you're still going down there to work. Is Quick Trip still open?
I don't know.
Is that still considered an essential business?
It better be. It's Quick Trip.
Oh yeah, you don't go down that far. Hey
So,
man,
Well,
can I PayPal you money?
Oh man. Yeah, sure. Why not?
When you leave work, just go up 3 miles north or south and see if the Quick Trip's open and bring us back some taquitos for breakfast in the morning. Then again, that's putting you into a public setting, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Throwing me out there to the wolves.
Yeah. Better yet, don't do that. I'll figure out something else.
Well, suit yourself.
Yeah.
Now, Mike M says the Kodiak Cakes has something to do with. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, I think you might even be able to make chocolate chip cookies out of their pancake mix. I think maybe.
Oh, that's the thing that you sent me the other day, the
Kodiak
protein cakes.
Yeah. It's not even a protein cake, man. It's just real good. Man, they're real nice. I got me some of them and made them all up and everything. I think that's going to be a go-to for me. I'm going to try and cook some of them, carry them with me at tournaments and stuff.
Okay, riddle me this. What'd you cook them on?
I just cooked them in a skillet.
You didn't put them on the Blackstone?
No, actually, I need to get the Blackstone out and just to let it know I still love it. Man, it's been hard. Just, I've been working a lot and everything else. It's been hard to get out there.
Not only that, the weather, I mean, up until this last week, the weather hadn't been good for us either to try and do that.
Oh, weather's been horrible. But we're going to try and get out there and get us some action in. Maybe we'll let Chat come in and hang out with us. And
Did you see the Hussey got himself a new one?
No, what do you get? Oh, the thing with the air fryer in it?
It's got the air fryer attachment on it.
Yeah, I just don't know how I feel about that.
Have you haven't used an air fryer?
No, I haven't.
Fry bacon in it one time, it'll change your life.
Wait. Mike just said that the fountains are off, which is no big deal. I'm not a fountain drink guy. But there's no pre-made foods on the rollers? There's no grill items?
Man.
Hello?
Hey, we gotta find a vaccine for this COVID. We gotta get these rollers back up and servicing.
I mean, the grill items are half the appeal of the Quick Trip. Like if they don't have the grill items, it's just another gas station. You might as well just go to the EB Skibbies down the road and get your gas and go on.
Man, I'm about to give a motivational pep talk at halftime, talking about how we need to get a cure to this virus. We can get rollers back.
So, I was hanging out with old D-Ray one day. We were somewhere playing softball, and somebody was talking about food, and he just turns around, he looks at me, and he goes, "I'm gonna tell you something about playing softball with this man right here." He points at me, and he goes, "When you're on your way, you stop at Quick Trip. When you need something to eat between games, you stop at Quick Trip. When you're on your way home, need something to eat, this man stops at Quick Trip."
Man, you remember the last time that me, you, and Greg went and played softball in Jeff City?
Then we stopped at Quick Trip.
Stopped at Quick Trip.
See? I'm telling you.
I'm here to tell you something. Worst night of my life.
Oh, no, quit.
I woke up the next morning like I had put down a 30-pack by myself. And then I went and, that was bad. That was a bad next day.
Indeed it was. We're getting off topic, though. I actually need to get up and get ready for work. Let's see. A.T. Dower, I don't know how you're saying your name. So, hey, Jesse, been following your video of games that you have up. Which team are you playing for? I've seen you with some Cobra Kai jerseys at some points. Cobra Kai hasn't been a thing for, 2-3 years now?
2017 was the last year that we had a tournament team.
Yeah, so it's been a minute since the Cobra Kai days. But, yes, I was playing with Cobra Kai back in the day. Played with Chaos. As you get into, the newer films from last year, I played with Chaos. Then I'll be with Sonic this year. Sonic, America's Drive-In. Mm-hmm. #ad. But we got to get some games in for me to be able to record something. So until then, I don't know what to tell you. I guess watch the old stuff. Yeah, Casey's doesn't have any pizza either. Now, them's fighting words. I can't get on this tangent, guys. You're killing me right now.
What do you mean Casey's doesn't have any pizza right now? You can still order pizza from Casey's, right?
Maybe
we got one right down the street.
I'm about to find out.
You tell me.
Bubba, you mean to tell me?
You mean to tell me that I can't even have a slice of what heaven is like in the morning?
All right, that's it.
With crust and gravy and cheese and bacon and egg. You mean to tell me that I can't have that right now?
All right. Well, I'm gonna close this out with one thing here. And then we're out of here. Oh, we got to let this ad play, of course. No thanks. Liberty, liberty, liberty. Okay, well, here we go.
As my head cleared, I realized I needed a different approach.
I'm just going to mute my microphone and just let this baby play.
I hired an Indian tracker to help me, man. That's a great idea. They can find anything. It's like in the movies. So I headed for a reservation.
You want me to put my ear to the ground, listen for hoofbeats, check for footprints, look for broken twigs. But this is the modern age. That stuff doesn't work anymore, which is why I had to open this fireworks stand. I wasn't getting by on my tracking wages.
Come on, you're supposed to be good at tracking stuff, man. I gotta find my parents.
And I've got to figure out a way to sell more fireworks. I'm going broke with this venture also.
Well, I see you got them snakes and sparklers, but where's good stuff, man?
Good stuff. This is the good stuff. Snakes and sparklers.
Are you nuts, dude? You need stuff to explode. Go boom.
Why is that good?
You might as well ask, why is the tree good? Why is the sunset good? Why are boobs good? Man, firecrackers. You stick them in mailboxes, you drop them in toilets, you shove them up bullfrogs' ass.
I would never do that, because I'm going to be a veterinarian.
Well, there you go. Someone shoves an M80 up a bullfrog's butt, blows him to pieces. He comes back to you to fix it. You win twice, brother. It's good biz. So you're going to tell me that you don't have no black cats, no Roman candles, or screaming mimes?
No.
Oh, come on, man. You don't got no lady fingers, buzz buttles, snicker bombs, church burners, finger blasters, gut busters, zippity doo-dahs, or crap flappers?
No, I don't.
You're going to stand there owning a fireworks stand and tell me you don't have no whistling bungholes, no spleen splitters, whisker biscuits, honky lighters, hoosker doos,
Hoosker don'ts,
cherry bombs, nipsy daisers, with or without the scooter stick, or one single whistling kitty chaser?
No. Because snakes and sparklers are the only ones I like.
Well, that might be your problem. It's not what you like. It's the consumer.
Look, Limu! Someone needs help
Have a
customizing
good
and
night.
saving with Liberty Mutual.